Hello and namaste. के छ हाल खबर? I hope you all are fine there. आरामै हुनुहुन्छ होला. So why I'm adding up some of the English words here. You may find it out as soon as the course, the main theme of this video will begin. So today, without any much discussion here, I'm going to announce that I'm going to narrate a poem collection, a poem book by Kamal Dhungana, and the book title is Last Journey. Last Journey का सम्पादकले मलाई यो उहाँको द लास्ट जर्नीलाई narrate गर्नु भनेर भन्नुभएको थियो. यससँगै उहाँको छोटो परिचयसँगै that will be in Nepali. उहाँको छोटो परिचयसँगै म उहाँको लेखहरूलाई सकेसम्म न्याय दिँदै so I will try to give all the necessity, rights and all the efforts for making this content be the best content so that he will also love and you all will be loving out there. And also definitely you may have some queries that he will have that sufficient amount of voice for the English poem or not. I will try out my best, but सक्छु सक्दिनँ, that will depend upon you, which I am lifting over you. So यतिका भन्दै उहाँको छोटो परिचयसँगै उहाँको द लास्ट जर्नीतर्फ म छिटोभन्दा छिटो अघि बढिहाल्छु भन्ने आशा राख्दै. So यति थियो इन्ट्रोडक्सनमा. So this much for introduction. I will move on for the whole chapter with his introduction. So उहाँ चाहिँ कमल ढुङ्गाना टिकापुर कैलाली निवासी लेखक हुन्. उनी 5-6 वर्षदेखि कविता कथाहरू लेख्दै आएका छन्. कविता बाहेक गजल विधामा उत्तिकै उनी सक्रिय छन्. उनका केही कथा कविता भियतनाम, बङ्गलादेश, रुस, सर्बिया, स्पेन, भारत, इजिप्ट, रोमानिया, चीन, पाकिस्तान, बेल्जियम, मेक्सिको, कोसोभो, ब्राजिल, फिलिस्टाइन, बेलायत, ग्रीस, अमेरिका, इटली, इन्डोनेसियन, डेनमार्क, मोनेग्रो, पेरू, युक्रेन, ताइवान, ट्युनिसिया, क्यानाडा, अल्बानिया, फिलिपिन्स, उज्बेकिस्तान, किर्गिस्तान, टर्की, कोरिया, वेनेजुएला, पोल्यान्ड, लेबान, इजरायल, कोरिया, पोर्चुगल आदिमा प्रकाशित भइसकेको छ. यसै गरी उनका केही कविताहरू पनि विभिन्न भाषाहरूमा पनि अनुवाद गरिएका छन्, जसमा समावेश छन् भियतनामी भाषा, एल्बेनियन, बङ्गाली, मेक्सिकन, चाइनिज, ग्रिक, कोरियन, स्पेनिस, अर्मानियम, उर्दू, हिब्रू, अरबी, ओडिया, क्रोएसियन, रुसी र उज्बेकिस्तान भाषा. कवि कमल ढुङ्गाना धेरै साहित्यिक संस्थाहरूमा पनि आबद्ध छन्, जसमा चिनिया साहित्य पत्रकारका सल्लाहकार, साहित्य र कला सर्कलहरूको हुर्वेई महासङ्घको प्रभारी, विश्व कवि सङ्घका अभिभावक, विश्व साहित्यका सदस्य, WLFPH का सदस्य, साहित्य अभिलेख बङ्गलादेश, वेब पोसिया पोएटस एन्ड पोएट्रिस र विश्व साहित्य तथा कला समाजको महासङ्घको सदस्य, सिङ्गापुर. साहित्य जगतमा पाइलाहरू चाल्दै गर्दा उहाँको कृतिहरूले सबैको मन छोएकै कारण उहाँले 2077 सालमा कवा रचना पुरस्कार मोफसल नेपाल, 2021 सालमा पेडामराङ अवार्ड दुनिया पुरस्कार फिलिपिन्स, 2022 मा अमेरिकाबाट ग्लोबल पोइट अवार्ड, 2023 बङ्गलादेशबाट वर्षको उत्कृष्ट पुरस्कार, नेपाली कवि कमल ढुङ्गानाको उत्कृष्ट लेखनका लागि यस हुलाक टिकटमा उनको तस्बिर समेत राखिने भएको 2021 बिरल्यान्ड सरकारद्वारा कवि कमल ढुङ्गानाको कविता कक्षा 5 को पाठ्यक्रममा पनि समावेश गरिएको 2080 सालबाट भनिएको छ। उहाँ निकै नै कविता सङ्ग्रहमा उत्कृष्ट बनेर उनको पहिलो कविता सङ्ग्रह डार्क स्याडोज 2022 मा भारतबाट प्रकाशित भएको थियो र दोस्रो कविता सङ्ग्रह लास्ट जर्नी पनि भारतबाटै हाल प्रकाशित भएको छ र उहाँको यो अविस्मरणीय लेखहरूप्रति योगदानकै कारणले उहाँले विभिन्न क्षेत्रमा विभिन्न पुरस्कारहरू प्राप्त गर्न सफल हुनुभएको छ। विभिन्न किताबका पानाहरूसम्म छापिएका र विभिन्न देश विदेशका पुरस्कारले पुरस्कृत भएका कविता लेखक तथा साहित्यकार हाम्रा कमल सर निकै नै चर्चित हुनुहुन्छ, निकै नै हृदयदेखि मनोकार हुनुहुन्छ, राम्रो हुनुहुन्छ। यतिका भन्दै अरू धेरै नभनिकन अब चाहिँ उहाँको लास्ट जर्नीका यही कविता पृष्ठहरूका कविता तपाईँ सामुन्ने म प्रस्तुत गर्न जाँदैछु। यो चाहिँ अङ्ग्रेजीमा वाचन हुनेछ। यदि कहीँ त्रुटि भएमा मलाई क्षमा पनि गरिदिनुहोस् भन्दै म कविता पृष्ठको पहिलो पाना द लास्ट जर्नीदेखि सुरु गर्न जाँदैछु। मैले कविता सङ्ग्रहलाई बल्टाउँदै गर्दा द लास्ट जर्नीतर्फ अघि बढ्दै गर्दा while I was turning up the pages of the last journey, I found that the poem was written by Kamal Dhungana with the translator Rajhendra Ojha. The book was been published by Authors Press from India, so worldwide curriculum through Authors Press Global Network, first published in 2023 by Authors Press. QZA House Khas, a club New Delhi 110016 India. So यसका फोन नम्बरहरू, इमेलहरू र वेबसाइटहरूलाई मैले वाचन गरिन। यति भन्दै द लास्ट जर्नी पोइम्स का कपिराइट सबै कमल ढुङ्गानातर्फ जान्छ। साथसाथै यस वाचन गर्न अनुवाद गर्न मलाई दिनुभएकोमा धेरै धन्यवाद व्यक्त गर्दै ट्रान्सलेटर प्रति पनि राजेन्द्र ओझा प्रति पनि निकै नै आभार प्रकट गर्दै यो अन्तिम पहिलो पानाको all rights reserved, no part of these publications may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, transmitted or utilized in any form or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording or otherwise without the prior permissions of the author. भन्नुभएको कुराहरू तपाईँ सम्पूर्ण सामु देखाउँदैछु र सुनाउँदैछु भनौँ। Printed in India at Thomson Press India Limited. यतिका भन्दै पहिलो पानाको पहिला कुराहरू सम्पूर्ण समापन भइसकेको छ। अब चाहिँ I'm going to move forward. That has been written by Kang Byung-chul, author from Korea. So he writes about this book. I write this forward to the last journey with much pleasure. I was happy to get the opportunity to read and evaluate this book as an enthusiastic reader and lover of literature. Mr. Kamal Dhungana has developed an entertaining and thought-provoking work of art. The story's progression is genuinely superb, and I became profoundly invested in the lives of these characters. Its character is distinct and well developed, and their interactions are both genuine and engaging. One of the things I appreciate most about this book is how it tackles important themes and issues with grace and sensitivity. Through the characters' experiences, we are reminded of the importance of love, forgiveness, and the power of human connection. I have no doubt that this book will touch the hearts of many readers and leave a lasting impact. I highly recommend it to anyone looking for a captivating and meaningful read. Congratulations to poet Kamal Dhungana on the job that he has done to bring this anthology out in this form. And thank you for sharing this beautiful work of literature with the world. And this was been written in May 2, 2023. I hope after the foreword you may find out how much interesting the book is. It holds the love, compassion, experiences, and all the general important things related to the social aspects. I am really pleased and excited to read the other form of content in this book. I hope this book, while I was reading, will bring up everything to you and also will empower you. And I'm really glad. Thank you so much, Kamal Dhungana, for providing me an opportunity for narration of this book. After this forward, another page is of acknowledgement shared by Kamal Dhungana. It is short and sweet. He writes, I thank Rajhendra Ojha, a poet and social researcher, for translating my poems from Nepali into English. Likewise, I am also indebted to Sudarshan Khetri, CEO of Authors Press, New Delhi, whose continuous and constant support to bring this book into this format helped me a lot to publish my dream book without any obstacles. So that's all for acknowledgement. After this, there are some contents format. Maybe more than 50 poems are enlisted in the content. So before going directly to the first poems, let's have some quiz whether this will be interesting or not. So are you excited for the poem? If yes, then do let me know on the comment. And also, if you have forgot to subscribe my channel, do subscribe it. And also, please follow such a good artist who is there in the market, because you may miss out some of the interesting books that's I've been narrating right now. So here are some of the topics still need to be in my mind, because I must be right for having an opportunity to narrate the poems, but also I'm really scared to narrate all the poems because I may have the lack of experience for speaking in perfection in the English, and also for giving the actual amount of effort to the poems, but also having the fairness with an excitement. I tried out for covering all the poems. I got a permission from the writer author, and I'll definitely do my best, I told him. So there are some poems that is related to the love. Some may be interested in the love journey, and some may be interested in the migration sectors because they want to go to abroad, right? And some may be interested into the breakup and all the things like heartbrokens, and some may be interested into the nations, and some may be interested to the mother, daughter, and some may be also interested to the prostitute side. This will not be hidden, but why I'm talking slowly, you may know that because you may be watching while you're listening without the headphone. This also contains some of the things related to the geographical sectors, from the land to the earthquakes, disasters, from the village to the far west, Western cultures. So from the money to the fire, from the love to the divorce, from the pain to the gain. After listening this, you may be hurried to move on. All those chapters, all those themes and the poems. But wait, don't get hurried because you have forgot to subscribe the channel at the right now. So if you haven't, do subscribe and do let me know in the comment you are excited or not. Thank you so much for that. And let's now, without any much discussion, because this is the discussion part, right? So without any discussion, there are more than 60 points, and the content contains first the last journey, and the second failure to recall, and from there to the last divorce. Not the divorce. It contains, what do you know? Let's wait for that. Why you're excited on that? Let's wait. Let's go on the flow. Let's check it out. The first poem, the last journey. The last journey. Prolonged life, short journeys. Astungishly, this lake encounters many journeys. Passing through this journey, this forehead gets stuck into many places. How many times do we come across the trends, and where could this last journey of our life take us? Throughout the journey, the life was in the vicious circle of intense race, without slippers on the legs or hats on the head. In the presence of intense heat, this is powerful enough to melt the tensed stone with the chilly cold that could turn into the glaciers. But there are rivers that flow continually. I don't know where will the wind that passed by me stop. Where will it come to rest? The ship of those who came to life. These limbs will continue to rotate all over the earth until the end of time. Where will these bold limbs end? And where does this life privately come to an end? Where shall we go to overcome this never-ending journey? Where does the last journey come to an end? Where does the last journey come to an end? After the last journey, the second poem was Failure to Recall, and the poem goes like this. After you went far away, I forgot every major entity in life that should not be forgotten. I felt as if the lips forgot to smile. These lakes forgot their usual path. This fate forgot the earth on which they were standing. I forgot singing the dream you had told through your own mouth while going. That never ever cry in the life after you left my life. My eyes forgot to be aware, but my eyes didn't forget the grim faces of yours that I noticed while singing up for our never-ending departure. I haven't forgotten the promise of spending my life with you, forgetting myself. The entire era of my life was spent by me forgetting myself truly. Throughout the entire time of my life, I kept forgetting everything that I had, and except you. So after listening the two poems, we have the third poem about the mother. So let's see what he have written inside that. I think mother poem will definitely touch all of your hearts and also will make you full of tears. So let's begin the poem, Mother. The body that is not tired, even howling is up in the heart, by not allowing even a single droplet of water drip from the eyes. despite having a massive ocean in the eyes, the love that never ends, no matter to what extent the love is. Even though walking through the path of thorns, this never let the face of a mother seem painful. The only mountain that never wavers in any tough situation is a mother. Mother, she is that house of liveliness which is not borne away by any storm. It is the heart of a mother for her children that is always full of compassion. Mother is a complete sentence that cannot be described. Anything eternal, even after demise, is what I believe is mother. Mother is like an innocent child that glows like the brightness of the sun, providing coolness and the warmth to the children. Mother is a gigantic word who keeps on increasing the area of her heart to possess, increasing love for her child. A mother is an immortal being both while she is alive and after she dies. A mother is an immortal being both while she is alive and after she dies. Definitely, you may find out after listening this poem that writer has implemented really much interesting words in this mother topic, and also he has shown that the mother is an immortal being of love that is God gifted to us. That's why there is a reason that why gods are willing to come and have the experiences of the love in this world, why they want to come to the earth just because of the mother's love, because that is the pure uh, thing that cannot be denied. So let's not discuss much of the thing, and let's now move to the another poem that titles with the hund. So here the poem is going like this. Her images are all over my eyes. This heart has some fresh haunts. There are haunts that occasionally sting and memories that will last a lifetime. Nobody remembers me now that you have left. I'm all alone, yes, I'm by myself. I'm evergreen alone in this crowded world. Perhaps no one remembers me at all. When you left, the hiccups stopped. I became like an old car after you left my life. This leads to a dark road in a remote village. After you are gone, hiccups left knocking my door. Maybe you have deleted my memories, for which hiccups left knocking my door. But what about me? Every time I think of you, I forget myself. Do you get hiccups when I think of you, dear? Memories keep reminding me of you now and then. I'm lost now that you are gone. I occasionally go looking for myself. I got lost in fog after you left. I have turned into a lonely crow. A lonely crow. Your memories truly filled your heart that have inflicted a wound. Prayers can leave wounds that are painful after you have gone. I will continue to pick at those wounds. Wounds continue to heal now that agony of those words has subsided. I prefer to be correct. I want to bear the agony of the wounds you inflicted on me. The wounds that you have inflicted on me. So definitely you have loved the whole poem and also find out different things related to that. So beside talking all the things, because I'm not perfect on that, so I will be moving on the next poem, the fifth poem that will be waiting. So let's see, will be waiting poem is really worth of waiting or not. It was necessary to travel quite far to get to the peak. pleasure was to be filled on the lips of my family, I needed to walk with the nation at the forefront of my mind. And to die for the sake of the nation, blood was to be shed on the soil of the country. It was to grow a flower in the soil of the nation. I had to live for the motherland and needed to sacrifice the body, being a member of the nation. Living slowly was a common citizen of this nation's self-existence was the only constraint on citizenship. Beyond that, I was struggling to ascend to prosperity in the nation. Opportunities never seemed to exist anywhere at any distance. Dreams only exist in the realm of imaginations, keeping the nations in the back of my mind. These eyes sees the desires to break the gulf when I am currently preparing a password for. Love for the nation that has settled somewhere in the corner of the heart was not left behind with the nation itself while leaving it. This torso made it this torso made its way to the Gulf, leaving this pretty heart behind in the country. The Gulf sucked all my blood and swayed it for years like a vampire, yet this body has not been consumed at all by this vampire. This eyes see the longing to return to the country, and this mind recalls poverty and wishes never return. Now I want to return to my nation before I die in the Gulf and want to play again, rolling through the heart of this country, no matter if this Gulf swallows me. Some of the people in the country will be expecting me with all its mountain, rivers and terrain. The beautiful soil of my nations will be waiting for me. The parents of the son who went to decrease poverty will be waiting for him. This life wishes to finish its chapter in its own nations, laying within the core heart of the nation itself. If I die here in the Gulf, I pray of my country will be waiting for me. So, dear listener, how was it? Was it worth or not? Do let me down in the comment section. And also, maybe according to me, if I had to say something about the Will Be Waiting poem, this poem is definitely a good poem that shows love about the nations, plus about the circumstances that has been facing in this country, in the own country. So maybe you may find out the perfectness in this poem or not, but I do find out. So while narrating, I may have some miscommunications in the words. Plus another one thing is that I may also not be able to pronounce and narrate the poem with giving the proper rights and efforts. So that's all. Please do cooperate, because this is my first time that I am narrating some English sessions. So after this, there is another poem named with the I. So let's check it out. There was nothing but I. I was the soul itself. I was only I. Only I was there. In the soul form of I embarked on an unknown path to become like others. From that point onward, I was neither able to be like others, or neither am I able to remain as myself. That's all was I. So that's all for I. So after this, there is a poem. On the 7th session, there is a poem about true love. So let's see what our Kamal sir says about the love, especially the true love. Okay, let's move for the poem as soon as possible. This world had survived with love. world to have no age in absence of love. I have been hearing all this since a long time, though I never wished to get engaged in the love life. Even though I was a member of the romantic community, I just used to analyze true and fake love done by them. I used to watch the love done by one another. After a long time, the true face of the lovers would reveal. True lovers I see had a sad expression, where fake lovers seems to have a happy face. I had heard somewhere that love teaches people to live, but I saw this love killing each others in a brutal way. When I saw scenes of real and fake love like this, I started to feel that the men who have eternal love in the heart is actually the saddest thing of all. True love never allows people to live freely or to die. I have seen true love transform into lunatics right in front of my eyes. I have seen how brutally true love has taken people's life, and I have seen men change into something else as a result of true love. That's why I don't like to love truly anymore. I don't like to love truly anymore to anyone. To truly love is to live and die repeatedly at once. Really, to love is to truly love and have experiences of life and death at once. So you may be finding out a lot of the things about the true love after this poetry has been ended. So another poem that is titled With the Market is going like this. So let's see what he writes about the market. I see a crowded marketplace. I see the glow on everyone's face. The smile on everyone's lips is what I see. I see every person enjoying the garments filled with the fashion racks. I see some people spritting perfume on me as they walk by. Yes, I see everyone walking around with hefty luggage in their hands, and all glittering markets are packed with diverse ethnicities, as I say. When my consort insists on going to the market, my children insist on buying toys for a moment. I picked up my pocket and cried. And in a silent mood, I sat down on the rotting bed and stayed until the first ray of the sun began to shine, yet pending to get an answer to those silent questions for myself. Poverty is really a big illness where people pop up to be zombies even when they are alive. I sit and gaze at their faces filled with sorrow. I look at their every minute desires. To the extent that these hands and arms can complete, I see the toughest struggle done by all the laborers to gain a small piece of bread. I take a look at the hunds. That's what I have got in my hand. I look it up. The hunds, what are in my hand? Looking in the mirror from time to time, I believe God has nothing special for me to give, despite my fortune's everlasting sorrow. Looking at the sweat that came out as a result of the extensive labor that I did in the extreme heat, I find nothing. My inability to strengthen the flow of blood in my family's blood is my own fault. When I see my pocket, it constantly looks starved, and then my face becomes sweaty, making me wonder if there is any market in the world of capitalism. that could easily borrow my sorrow. When I think all about this, my heart begins to cry out in sorrow. Because when I go in the market, I found myself an empty-handed believer who cries with the sorrow. Definitely, no doubt that this poem is worth it, because this poem has described about the market where money is the main thing, but the laborers, the workers have to be empty-handed, starved, and no food is available to them, and they have to cry and they have to beg for their happiness, and God is not giving anything except the bad, unwieldy lifestyles. And also the childrens themselves are crying for the food and for being happy. So that's all. So let's move to the another poem, the ninth poem, that is Chautari. So Chautari is none other than the thing that is a rest stop made up of stones built around the big tree for trailers, hikers, or social gatherings in nations like Nepal. In a simple sense, it is a rest stop made up of stones built around a large tree. So why I'm giving the definition of Chautari, because many of the peoples don't know what the meaning of Chautari is actually. It is a rest place for the peoples to gather and gossip to, because we had such ethnicity, we had such diversity that many peoples come and get together and have a good life. They tell the stories, they tell the good moments, generally they spend the good moments. So beside talking all the things, let's move for the poem Chautari. So the Chautari poems goes like this. Birds swinging through the sky usually land on my chest. They go about their business of making us hear their melodious sound. Sometimes people passing through on the way to a foreign land stop to enjoy the cool air relaxing under my roof. And sometimes the frustration that have been hidden in the heart of years are revealed, staying beneath my lips. Some gamble on my roof, while others live newborn, illegitimate babies in my lap. Some people who come sit on my lap know that the thought Fetki has gone for years. My standing on my chest, the leaders who came to power lied each day to the people. Each of them head out with the assurance of something. A few of them will remove the party flags from my chest. Some people distribute party flyers sitting under me. And some take my life away from me. Students will occasionally stand on my chest and examine their composition. Sometimes the homeless come under my cool roof and beg all the day and night. Some of them live to return, while others never return, but with those who pass this way leaves behind some bitter sweet memories that will last a lifetime, and that holds really a good vibe. And this is the story of a Chaudhary that lies. Definitely, this poem has described all the features what actually a Chautari means to the Nepali people, and also for the peoples who are having Chautari. Even they have the separate language for them, but they have certain kinds of gathering place where people used to gather and have a good talk. So beside this, let's move to the 10th poem. This is titled with This Life. So this poem is going like this. Sometime I look at myself in the mirror. I turn around. I ask myself, who am I? A mirror doesn't even answer. Sometimes I go to crowded place where I meet people having king sip with me, but they go criticize my outer temporary personality. Sometimes I meet my friends who go by praising my personality that they see on my face, making me look so confused towards my outer self. I don't answer anything. Just like the mirror didn't give me when I was asked who I was. Just like the mirror didn't give me any answer when I was asked who I was. Sometimes it hurts a lot and sometimes not. More tears fall through the eye. Sometimes this eye experiences the season of spring with a very old handkerchief that my father gave me before he left. I wipe my tears by going to a lonely place. After the tear falls, the memory of the mother comes. When she left, she told me not to cry anytime in life, and that was just what I remembered of her final sentences. For several nights I was drunk and delirious. Many times I have waked up and walked naked in the market. Yes, I really feel like to be incomplete each time I feel as if nothing is rest. I really feel as if nothing has been found by me besides dizziness and anxiety. Definitely, the book, The Last Journey, is worth of reading plus worth of narrating and telling to you. So you may find out really good poems here in this particular collection of book. So he has addressed lot of things in this book and bring out to you. And also many poems are still left to be presented. So let's see what are they. So another poem will be The Burden That Father Bears. But before going to the another poem, I want to make you notified that this is the first episode that has only concerned with the 10 poems. So for the 11th poem, you have to be patiently waiting for it for the next episode, because I have already addressed you about the thing that I will bring only the 10 poems, including the biography, little biography of the writer introduction. So that's all for today in this episode. So keep enjoying, keep loving and keep supporting us. न्यानो माया माया दिनुस् अनि सधैँ सँगै रहनुस् यति भन्दै पहिलो एपिसोड यही समाप्त गर्दैछु र दोस्रो एपिसोडमा हामी पक्कै पनि भेट्नेछौँ भन्ने आशा छ। तबसम्मको लागि च्यानल सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु, कमेन्टमा मिठा कुराहरू गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, साथीभाइहरूसँग सेयर गरेर लास्ट जर्नीलाई धेरैजना माझ पुर्याउन सक्नुहुन्छ। ब्याकग्राउन्डको नोइजहरू कतिमा आयो होला, कतिमा आएन होला, कति कुरा कमी भयो होला, कति भएन होला, त्यसको लागि म क्षमा पनि माग्दछु। अब त्यही हो, इम्प्रुभ गर्दै जाने हो। अहिले यति नै। हस्त जय नेपाल। So guys, that's all for the first episode, and you may find out the poems are really worth it. So still be in touch so that you can get updated towards the next 11 to 25 poems on second episode, and soon as I have updated the list in the below, so you can check it out what things will be included in which episode. So bye bye, that's all. Jai Nepal.